Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say that if there's one thing that fans can agree on, it's the fact that Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, is acting really delusional in thinking that she and Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, are actually endgame. Keep reading below for everything you need to know. According to the latest episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, Taylor really believes in her heart of hearts that Ridge wants to be with her. However, Ridge is feeling guilty that he cannot deny where he longs to be, with Brooke. It's coming too soon that Taylor will be nursing her achy breaky heart. Of course, B&B fans and critics on both sides of the aisle have had a lot to say about where this storyline is potentially going. Many have even taken to social media to write comments such as, "Ridge is a jerk and I can't understand why either one is at all attracted to him. 'Tis not even attraction at this point, but sunken cost fallacy keeping these two at each other's throats for this goal." Another fan of the show wrote, "Taylor talks a good game, but she doesn't really believe what she says. If she did, she wouldn't always stalk Brooke to keep telling her how committed Ridge is. And really, how could she be confident? She knows Ridge is only with her because he had a temper tantrum and stormed off on Brooke." And then there was this comment as well. "I can't confidently say Ridge was ever a particularly great catch or really into Taylor in their first marriage. But I did get the sense that the potential to care for her fully could one day exist. The way he's written now erases any doubt on that." In the glamorous world of the Forresters, the Spencers and the Logans, nothing ever stays calm for long. And this week, it's Taylor Hayes' turn to spiral as she becomes the talk of Los Angeles for her increasingly delusional antics. Taylor has always been the compassionate, level-headed one, at least compared to the likes of Brooke or Quinn. But in the aftermath of Ridge's latest waffling and the endless drama at Forrester Creations, Taylor's mind seems to be slipping. Whispers swirl around her as she begins to act in ways that have even her closest confidants alarmed. A sudden obsession with Ridge. It all starts innocently enough. Ridge has been bouncing between Brooke and Taylor for decades, but lately he's been giving Taylor mixed signals. He's promised to always care for her, yet he's still cozying up to Brooke at the slightest provocation. To Ridge, it's just another day of indecision. To Taylor, though, it's a sign from the universe. Taylor begins to believe that she and Ridge are destined to be together, no matter the cost. She starts showing up at Ridge's office unannounced, interrupting meetings with Hope and Thomas. She gushes to anyone who will listen about the signs she's seeing everywhere. The way Ridge's eyes lingered on her at Steffi's last dinner party, the cosmic alignment of their birthdays, even a random fortune cookie she received that read, "Love never dies." Steffi tries to intervene, but Taylor brushes her off. "I know what I'm doing, Steffi," she insists with a serene smile that's more unsettling than calming. "Ridge and I are meant to be together. Brooke is just a blip on the radar. Ridge will see that soon." A strange encounter at Il Giardino. The town's buzzing when Taylor and Ridge are spotted at Il Giardino sharing a meal. But while Ridge seems focused on the delicious Italian cuisine, Taylor is laser-focused on him, like she's analyzing every word he says for hidden meaning. She leans forward, hanging on every syllable, and barely touches her food. When Ridge excuses himself to take a call, Taylor whips out her phone and texts Steffi. "Ridge and I are so close. He just doesn't know it yet. I think tonight is the night." Steffi's heart sinks. She's seen her mother's heart break too many times over Ridge's indecision, and now Taylor's acting like this is some fairy tale destiny instead of real life. Taylor's signs multiply. Back at her beach house, Taylor lights candles and paces around, whispering to herself. She's convinced that every little thing happening is the universe telling her that Ridge is hers. She even calls up Thomas late at night, telling him about the dream she had. Ridge was there, in a forest, calling her name. "It's not just a dream, Thomas," she says breathlessly. "It's a prophecy." Thomas, who's no stranger to obsession himself, tries to reason with her. Mom, you're reading too much into this. Ridge loves you, but it's not healthy. But Taylor's too far gone. She starts keeping a journal, pages and pages of love notes to Ridge, plans for their future, even baby names should they decide to have another child. She doesn't share this with anyone, but the pages are filled with hearts and loops and dreams that seem to have no place in reality. Brooke's concern turns to action. Meanwhile, Brooke senses something's off. She's always been wary of Taylor, her eternal rival for Ridge's heart. But now she's genuinely worried. She sees the way Taylor's eyes light up when Ridge walks in, how she talks about him like he's already committed to her. Brooke tries to talk to Ridge about it. Ridge, you need to be careful, she says, her brow furrowed. Taylor's not herself lately. She's acting like you're already back together. Ridge sighs. Brooke, I know. I've noticed it too. I don't want to hurt her, but she's making this bigger than it is. Brooke nods. Then you have to set boundaries. She's living in a fantasy world, Ridge, and if you don't stop it now, it's only going to get worse. Taylor's shocking public declaration. Things take a turn for the worse at the Forrester Creations charity gala. Taylor, dressed in a shimmering gold gown, glides through the room like a queen. Ridge is there with Brooke, who's trying to keep her distance while still keeping an eye on her man. But Taylor's had enough of being subtle. When she sees Ridge standing alone by the bar, she walks over and takes his hand in front of everyone. Ridge, she says loudly enough to silence the chatter in the room. I want everyone to know. I love you, and I know deep down, you love me too. The room goes dead silent. Ridge is stunned. Brooke's mouth drops open, Steffi's eyes widen in horror. Taylor doesn't stop there. She turns to the guests. Ridge and I are soulmates. We've been through so much together, and I know this is our time. I can feel it in my bones. Ridge tries to gently extricate his hand, but Taylor clings on. Taylor, we should talk about this privately, he murmurs. No, she says firmly. I want the world to know how I feel. You don't have to say it back, yet, but I know you feel it too. The fallout. After the gala, the buzz is deafening. Gossip columns light up with stories about Taylor's dramatic declaration, and even the Forrester offices are abuzz with whispers. Hope can't believe what she's hearing. Mom, did you see the footage? She asks Brooke, holding up her phone. It's all over social media. Brooke shakes her head. She's lost it. Hope, this isn't the Taylor I know. Ridge confronts Taylor privately, trying to calm things down. Taylor, I care about you, but what you did at the gala, it was too much. Taylor's eyes sparkle with a hint of desperation. Ridge, you're just afraid. Afraid to admit how you feel. But I'm not. I'll wait for you, no matter how long it takes. Ridge sighs. Taylor, you have to stop this. You're imagining a future that doesn't exist. Steffi steps in. Steffi can't bear to see her mother's delusions continue unchecked. She sits Taylor down at the Cliff House and gently but firmly says, Mom, you have to let Ridge go. You're seeing things that aren't there. Taylor's face hardens. You don't understand, Steffi. You're still young. You don't know what real love is. Ridge and I, it's fate. Steffi's heart aches. No, Mom, it's not fate. It's history repeating itself. Ridge loves you, but he's not in love with you the way you want him to be. You're only going to hurt yourself more if you keep this up. But Taylor just shakes her head. I'll prove it to you. I'll prove it to everyone. An ill-advised scheme. In a final desperate bid to prove her love, Taylor hatches a plan. She decides to recreate one of her most treasured memories with Ridge. A romantic picnic on the beach they once shared years ago. She calls Ridge and begs him to meet her at the spot, telling him she has something important to show him. Ridge reluctantly agrees, hoping he can talk her down once and for all. When he arrives, he finds a blanket laid out with candles, champagne, and a framed photo of them from years ago. Taylor sits there, her smile bright and hopeful. Ridge, she says softly, do you remember this? This is where you told me I was the love of your life. I still believe that. I always will. Ridge's heart twists. Taylor, this isn't real. We can't go back in time. Taylor's face falls, but only for a moment. Then she forces a smile. I know we can't go back, but we can move forward. I've planned everything. We can start fresh, just you and me. Ridge takes a deep breath. Taylor, I'm sorry. I can't do this. You're not seeing things clearly. Taylor's breakdown. The words hit Taylor like a slap. She blinks and her eyes fill with tears. No, she whispers. You don't mean that, you can't. Ridge reaches for her hand, but she pulls away. I don't need you to tell me. I know what's in your heart, even if you don't. Ridge shakes his head sadly. Taylor, I care about you. But you're living in a dream, and it's going to destroy you if you don't wake up. A friend's concern. As Ridge leaves, Taylor sits alone on the sand, the waves crashing in the distance. She clutches the framed photo to her chest and begins to sob. It's Brooke who finds her later, having followed Ridge when he left. Brooke sits down beside Taylor, her usual competitiveness set aside. Taylor, she says gently, you have to let this go. You're hurting yourself more than anyone else. Taylor looks up at Brooke, her eyes red and puffy. You don't understand. I've loved him for so long. I thought if I just believed enough, it would be true. Brooke sighs. I know how that feels. But sometimes love isn't enough. And sometimes it's not real at all. It's just a dream we tell ourselves. Taylor's shoulders slump. I don't know how to stop dreaming. Brooke takes her hand. Then let your friends and family help you. Don't do this alone. Where does Taylor go from here? As Taylor's delusions begin to crumble, the fallout will ripple through her family and friends. Will she finally find the strength to move on from Ridge, or will her heartbreak push her further into fantasy? Ridge and Brooke, meanwhile, are closer than ever, but they're also united in their concern for Taylor's fragile state. In the weeks ahead, Taylor's loved ones will rally around her, trying to help her find herself again. But the scars of her obsession, and the public humiliation she's endured, will take time to heal. One thing is certain. Taylor's actions have shaken up the entire Forrester clan, and the aftershocks will be felt for months to come. Will she reclaim her dignity and find a healthier path? Or will her fantasies continue to haunt her? Only time will tell in the glittering, chaotic world of the bold and the beautiful. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Boldy and Beautiful YouTube channel for more update news.